gonna do this video with me. Alright. Let's see if we can manage pretty well. Anyway, cheers. It's another mail day. I got Marcus here. He's helping out a bit. As you can see, I have 7 packages here, so let's get right into it. So first one, this is all the way from Lithuania. I don't really recall what I ordered, because it's probably been waiting to be shipped to me for I don't know how damn long. Okay. I don't know why it has a cum bag. Literally, out of the way. It says cum bag. So, I'll try to open that, see if there's anything in it. I don't know what the fuck, why that would be in with this. Okay. Excellent, excellent. So, I think I talked about it before with the new Black Magic SS release, and dropped all the awesome stickers that came with it. So, Black Magic SS sticker, another one. This is really awesome. I like both of these. Oh, and there it goes. So, really dig both of these stickers. I think I got, so I know what this is. This is a patch, because I ordered this as well. They had finally gotten a restock of the CDs, so I went ahead and got this patch, which is Black Magic SS white powder. So I really like that. I ordered it with it. It also came with an additional sticker. And I was able to get the Fast Speed EP, which I was extremely thrilled about, because this is the one I like the album, but I mean, this is pretty much speed metal or thrash metal, whichever way you want to look at it. Really, really fucking dank. Oh, and completely different inside there. That is very cool. So, very thrilled to have this in. I know my wife will be thrilled. She's also a big fan of Black Magic SS. And if you're not a fan, I mean, there's an entire dick you can suck over it, so there's that. Next one up, we're going to open this up from The Sound of White Noise Records. I don't remember ordering from this. This comes all the way from Connecticut. I don't know if that's, almost feels like a shirt, but I don't think it's a shirt in here. So, very well packaged. A slew of CDs in bubble wrap. And trying to look to see what I ordered, and I still am not. Maybe this was. They also have stickers. So let's put that on the ground over there. Free show. Burning Dogma, Sound of White Noise presents Gator, Digest the Wound, Basement Burial, Septic Mutilation, Slimonade, Namori from Flesh Removed. Well, that's cool. July 4th. If you're in the area in Texas, there you go. Go check that out. Here's some Kill the Client stickers. Okay, And another flyer for Deteriorate. Excellent death metal band, old school. Highly recommend listening to them if you have not. But there's a QR code that you can check out. So I believe this is off of, don't think this was eBay, but I remember ordering this particular album. I'm gonna put my hand over half of this. This is your Corpse Eye. This is Vor La Fuge Vernichung. I don't know how to pronounce anything, but excellent fastcore band. Really fucking dank material. One of my favorites. I've done like a couple of Boiled Tongue albums in the style of what they do, and apparently this has nothing but like beheadings and people's with their heads, shotgun exploded. So let's see what else I purchased. Maybe this was off Discogs. This is Unholy Desecration, Unholy Horde. This is from Sound of White Noise Records. So that's cool. This is Mortuary, The Great Black Earth. This came out on Horror, Pain, Gore, Death Productions. It might have been off Discogs. This is Cellgraft. I know it must be really hard to see, so I apologize for that, but they're really... Oh, and I guess just to do a quick rundown, this is some pretty excellent, slightly blacked death metal, kind of maybe like Usurper, as close as I can say. This I checked out. It was really good American black metal, not quite like Apocryphon Light. Has a little bit of death metal tinge to it, from what I recall taking a gander at. This is some excellent tech grind, I guess you can say, along the lines of, I want to say, Discordant Axis, Creationist Crucifixion, and Astric. I think I would put it along the lines of both those bands. Or Column of Heaven. Really fucking awesome shit, and I was happy to get one of their albums finally. And this one is the one I don't recall. This is Dead Right There. Apparently this is a discography recording. Recordings from the early 2000s, now on CD. Hardcore meets metalcore meets grindcore. Oh, features Champ from Kill the Client and Tyler Berry from Empty Shell and Kaya. So I must have checked it out and liked what I heard, so really cool. That'll probably be the first thing I listen to tonight after I'm done with this. Next, this big ass box comes from Chaos Theory, all the way from Spring City, Pennsylvania. Even came with a fragile handle with care on here. And very well packaged as well. Good lord. I think this just came in pretty damn quickly. Yeah, this was Season of Mist. They had a massive sale going on. And I guess Chaos Theory is their distributor over here in the US. So I picked up a bunch of stuff. Like, this amount of things was, I think, $60 overall, including the shipping. So what I picked up was this Ken Mode album collection. This is Entrench in Success. I didn't have either of these albums. This is a chaotic metalcore band that also kind of dived into a little bit of noisy, like noise rock to a degree. I would say that my band Big Strut is kind of similar to this band as well, because when I was doing vocals, I kept on trying to go for something like Jesus Lizard, and then I ended up falling back more into that. Like everyone says, it's more blackened tone that I use, and I really think that it sounds more like this chaotic core, metalcore sort of high pitched material. Now, I don't know about these two albums, but I went ahead and picked that up. This was like $8, and that was awesome. Picked up Defiled, the highest level. Excellent Japanese tech death band. Very odd structures. I would compare some of their stuff to Cryptopsy, like their earlier stuff, to a degree. Like the song structure is really kind of choppy. And I really have loved everything they've done. I did not know about this one coming out. This one was the highest level. This is the newest one they have out. I've been kind of out of the loop of what has come out with a lot of bands since I've been involved in releasing a ton of my own material and strategizing and making sure all that comes out properly. But really interested in listening to this. 15 songs, still the same lineup since the guy from Gochu Shinshan joined the band on vocals. He played bass in that other band and does vocals for it. Very fantastic material. Anyway, that's a different tangent. I always liked everything they did. I wish they would do some more. Maybe I should check that out if they have. Next one up, this one is Festerday Ithalian. 14 songs. It's a death metal band, or as they say here, fusing death metal with black metal and punk. And this stripped. Whoever wrote this shit, dumbass. It's old school death metal with some black tinges to it. I thought they were a great band, and picking these up for like $4 is excellent. I think that Defiled was like $6. If you saw a black swath, that was Marcus readjusting himself in his tail. This is Miscreants Convergence. From what I remember hearing about this band, it was kind of along the lines of what's that one band that just released some? It's kind of like spacey tech death, and I mean you can kind of get that from the artwork and stuff. I really love the logo, but I have never really dived far into this band, understanding, knowing what's going on with them. But I went ahead and picked it up. It was cheap, and that's how I liked discovering more bands like that. This is Abysmal Dawn. It's a blackened death thrash band. They've progressively gotten more blackened. I always think that it's not material that I have to rush out to get, but everything I do listen to has always been very well performed. You know, nice amount of technicality, very tight, very well done. This is a 4-song EP, and I think I only paid $4 for it, so might as well get it as well. Next one up, oh, of course, this is Cabaret Voltaire, Radiation Pilot 39. This band is a dark wave band, and I was really surprised that they had it at all on there, which is probably why I picked it up for $4. Really enjoy what I've heard from them. This is like the BBC recordings from 84 to 86. So they're an old dark wave band, if you didn't know. I mean, of course you didn't know. I only heard of them as I was going through getting different recommendations from off She Passed Away, and of course like Joy Division and other bands of the sort. So I saw this there. I had to go ahead and buy it. So that's the only non-metal thing that I've purchased thus far. And then the last one here is Alterage, The Approaching Roar. excellent, excellent fucking band. I think one of my bands got compared to them, which they sound like a more focused, maybe like Ulcerate or Portal type of band, like very dissonant, swirling, a lot of swirling riffs, a lot of blast beats, just very oppressive nature to everything. And I've always enjoyed everything they've put out. I didn't have this album yet because, like I said before, I'm catching up on my own material. So, just happy to add it to my stack. Now next, these other two boxes here. The one that does not have, this does not have dog food in it. Since we talked about the Dark Wave a second ago, this is my album of Dark Wave. Just came out on tape, and I just got my copies. I'm glad I did not cut that, but I can't even pronounce my own band's name. It's Rain in Russia. I do like it that pretty flat, very easily. Came out on Malevolent Sound. If you want to go take a listen to it. A couple of the songs kind of have, I mean, it's all like Eastern Poverty, Dark Wave sort of vibe. Molcha Dolvek, I want to say, is the band that kind of we most closely resemble. I played drums on this. I was going to do vocals. I'm not confident enough in my own voice to do those sort of vocals. So we had one guy do 2 tracks, and then our other friend came in and finished up the rest of the album. Both of them are credited. So I'm very, very happy with how this came out. I think it was a great release, and it was something different for me as well. Me and Nick recorded the main guitar and drums live, and then he went back to his studio in California and finished everything else up. So, very fucking cool. Let me open one up. Because I don't know if he did anything special for the J card or anything. I think he kept it pretty, simply done. Yeah, pretty simple. I know it says anonymous on vocals for those 2 tracks. That's because originally he didn't want to be credited, and then after it came out, then he wanted it to be credited. But is as it is. The cope of the copes. Can't help it. He can suck a dick. If he wants one, I think Nick sent him a copy or 2 or whatever. And then this last one is also my releases from Centipede Abyss. So, all the way from the UK, I have so much trash and bullshit to pick up on the ground here. Let me wet my whistle a little bit. Probably staring at the top of my head for the most part, the way this camera is angled. So these are, looks like 2 different releases. Pretty certain. Or maybe, I'm not quite sure. Oh, one of them is my release, and the other one is one of my label mates that Pan also sent to me, which I told him anything that he sends me, because he asked if I wanted something specifically. I said everything that's on his label I love, so it doesn't really matter what I get. So I got Blanc or Blank. I'm not sure exactly how he pronounces it. Put that there. And here. This is number 19 of 30. This is some kind of, from what I remember, kind of psychedelic black metal nuttiness. I'm going to go back and listen to it more fully because that's normally what I do now. Like once I have it physically, or that's what I always done is, once I have it physically in my hands, I absorb it a lot more because I have it in my hands. I can look through the booklet. I can look at the lyrics if there's anything. But here's my artist copy of Ishimura Master is what it really is, but it's MSSTER. Really like how it came out. Very, very sick. This is my, as I say, more microtonal death metal. That's what I was attempting at the very least. I haven't heard, I've had a couple of people review it thus far. They don't pick up on that. They just pick up that it sounds like Portal and it's dissonant. But that's what I was mainly going for. There's going to be definitely more albums in the future. This was another one that I recorded, I want to say 4 years ago. And I went back, finished it, and then now it's officially out. So, very happy about that. I'm very happy with this release. I know I have some more stuff coming out on Centipede Abyss in the future. I have some stuff that's going to be coming out, some brutal death metal pretty soon. I just tracked drums for a band called Shit Click. If I can fucking get this back, and I might not be able to. Fuck it. Whatever. I'm going to be tracking drums for, I'm back in Morgue Walker. So, I'm doing tracks for that. Void Blight, I'm recording drum tracks for. Also, there's another brutal death metal band with Blake that I can't tell you the name of it off the top of my head. It begins with a B, I want to say. Maybe it's a V. I don't know. I have the file on my jump drive, and that's all I have to go off of it. That and New Flesh Configuration. Those is what I'm going to try to track coming up this weekend. Hopefully I can get one of those albums done. I know one of them is only like 18 minutes long, but it's very technical, choppy. I might do like what I did with Shit Clip because it was very much almost a free form, extremely technical, brutal death metal, but he wanted something that was like over the top drum performance, like super. I did it like a super blasty slash jazz. I approached it like Naked City, I guess you can say. Like everything I'm doing is to accent something, but it's not like your steady 4 count whatever beat per minute. He loved it. It sounds good. I'm happy with it. That works for me. I'm going to be uploading a new loaded dice in the next, probably this weekend. I have to track the vocals this week. I have vocals to track for hierarchies. I have 1,000 cuts to do for this month's EP. Of course, I'm doing Boiled Tongue constantly. And I think that's it off the top of my head that's immediately I need to get to. So, we'll see how it is. Cheers.